Good morning and welcome to this Good Friday reflection on the 2nd of April 2021. I don't intend to say lots of words this morning for this reflection. Silence and time spent contemplating the crucifixion may be more powerful. I could have picked any of the moments from the final day of Jesus' life to consider in this brief pause. But I've chosen the final verse from the Gospel reading from Matthew set for today, which is from Matthew 27 and verse 51. It says this: "At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom." The Gospels make it clear that Jesus chose the route to the cross. It was something God required. And it was in fact God who placed himself on the cross. God was doing for each and every human being what none of us could do for ourselves. He was meeting the requirements of his holiness on our behalf. It had to be a human to fulfill the requirements of the law, but only a perfect human was good enough. The Son had to be fully human, and yet only God himself could live the perfect life. So the Son had to be fully God. The dual nature of Jesus is debated long and hard, and yet without being both, the cross would be invalid, ineffective, and pointless. But because Jesus was perfect man, fully human and fully God, the way into God's presence could be opened for all. Matthew tells us that the curtain in the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The curtain separated the holy place from the Holy of Holies, where only a high priest could go once a year. But note the detail in this verse. The curtain is torn in two from top to bottom. Matthew was saying categorically, God did this. No one snuck in and tore the curtain as an act of vandalism. That would have been from bottom to top. Top to bottom tells us God did this, and it was done intentionally. And why did God do this? Well, to answer this, I've picked this picture of the crucified Christ by Salvador Dali. Dali's Christ is really interesting. Not the gore of Mel Gibson's Passion, not the beatific Christ of medieval portraiture. For Dali, there is a purity of the human form. But notice, there are no nails in the hands or wrists. It isn't human brutality holding Christ on the cross. Dali wants us to realise that what holds Christ to the cross is love. Love for you and for me. Love is God's message to us all today.